Okay. I'm actually kind of excited about this stream. I don't know if we're gonna finish it today. Dip, it's Photoshop time. I don't know if we're gonna have time to finish what I want to do today, so I will try my best to not go on like hour-long tangents like I usually do, although some would say that's the reason why we're here. I have an idea of something I wanted to do, and I would love to have chat's cooperation to make it the best version possible. And I'll probably say this a bunch of different times, but Matt, how you doing? Welcome to stream. Today, I wanted to design a Destiny-style D&D board based off of Crota's End Raid. I saw Doug do this recently. If you don't know, Doug, streamer, YouTuber, one of the best creators I've seen in a really long time. He often uses AI to make things so much better. What he did was he had these 3 different characters, like a warrior, a healer, and a wizard or something. And he had chat slot in, like randomly chosen to be these characters, and then their text would come into their voice, like AI voice would say things, and he would, Doug would be the GM, and he'd be like, you have to destroy the Walmart, and there's these enemies, and you gotta roll for slip. And obviously D&D is very much like, instead of just attack, defend, it's very much, hey, I wanna use flick on my friend next to me, and then it's like critical success, and then you flick him and he like takes 30 damage and slips and hits his head or something, right? I thought the idea was fucking hilarious, and I wanted to create a Destiny 2 style D&D set of boards that people could play with and chat could cooperate with. For simplicity, I thought we would stick with just having 3 people be the people. So maybe I'll have like Fork, Skiz, and Matt like just come like in the chat, and they'll just be the people, and I'll be a GM. I recently saw this video where a guy did exactly that. Oh right, it's the wrong screen. A video where a guy actually did it with just kind of like paint. And I'm like, I want to do that with Destiny. And I thought literally just quick and dirty, let's do a version of that. And let's see if it can work, because I already have a bunch of ideas that I think would work really, really well. And so it was based on this video. I want to show you this video, the kind of things that he did. Like, literally, he put a character sheet, right? No, stop playing. He made a character sheet, and it was basic stuff, like your HP, the items you have, and how many uses you have in it. And it was literally like a paint-like thing, right? Where he had characters that you would put the thing on, he would design these weapons. It's super basic, right? And this is the kind of thing I was thinking we could do here, but within Photoshop, because Photoshop is life. And I thought it would be obviously good to do it within the Destiny theme. We make 3 different characters that have different styles and abilities that will actually be helpful for the actual event, and maybe they'll get more abilities as they go through the raid that could really help them. And we base it on the Crota's End Raid with 4 encounters. First one, you have the Thrall Way, where we would like go from lantern to lantern. Maybe there'd be some holes in the way, pendulums, certain enemies. You have to power up the plate together. Some basic stuff, right? Try to make it less complicated, because I have a feeling it's going to be very much take too long otherwise. And then, of course, the next part we have to get across the bridge, and then add in some objective play where the characters and the people have to figure it out. And then, of course, the boss fight, which might have some special mechanic where he's immune and you have to do enlightenment in some way, right? While the enemies attack. We have to design the different characters and what their strengths and weaknesses are. They're probably going to be very much like a D&D set of characters, but like Destiny style. You know, maybe there's like the Titan is like the tank guy. He has he gives overshields and he does basic melee damage, you know? He'll definitely have Synthoceps for sure. You know, he's going to be the Synthocept boy. Maybe we'll have like the Warlock be the support character, where the healer and the support cast, where they do healing and empowerment, you know, stuff like that. And then we'll have the last one be like the wizard stuff, which weirdly enough, I guess, is the hunter. Maybe they'll use their bow staff attack and throw blade barrage, or I don't know. We gotta have some kind of dynamics within the different characters, right? So I think the first thing we should do is design the different character sheets, and we can come back to it. So why don't we start by making a new character sheet. 1920 by 780 is, or 1080 is fine. And literally do what I saw on the other thing. Boo, stop making warlocks be support, guys. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want the warlock to be the wizard? Do you think the hunters are gonna like to be the support class? Actually, I think that would be funnier. Make Fork be the support class. I apologize. My throat's gonna be a little bit off because I'm just getting through a sickness from what's it called, from the last weekend, and I'm probably gonna be coughing a whole bunch, which is why I have a full bottle of water here. Fine, we'll make the wizard the warlock. We'll make the warlock the wizard class then. Hunter support. Andre, what's up, dude? Make Titans do support. That's one thing I cannot abide by, my friend. Titans are not support, unless we're talking about defense skills. The Titans are defense and melee. That is the gift of Titan. You cannot make it otherwise. Not just because I'm a Titan mainer, you know? Okay, so we're gonna make 3 characters. Guess what, Titans? You guys can just run bubble from now on. You know, that's real funny, because even in the bubble days, we would have 1 bubble and then we would have a bunch of missiles. You warlocks always did well, all the time, every time. All right, so 1/3 through the images right around there, and then down would be what's 67, right around there. So let's draw some lines. Where's the line tool? I don't think I ever really used the line tool. I could have just used a brush and then... You know what? I think I will. I think B for brush, please. I think I'm just not interested in making this really that interesting. Just give me a black brush and then hold shift and go down the line. I know how to do this. So, like, why don't I just do this? Maybe these lines are a little bit too thick, but some of us like the thickness. Born to Nova, forced to well. I know! Look! We can make you the wizard. You could be the Nova. Although it would probably be best if we didn't have everything on Void. Because I think the Titan on Void would be better. Well, I mean, the Bonk Hammer and all that. We could have some maybe combination of stuff. I don't know. Let's just put the basics down, alright? First up, we got the Titan, which is in white, apparently. Titan. What is this font? Oh, the big noodle titling. I forgot I usually use this. Titan. Let's say 165. Yeah, sounds about good. Titan. And then we duplicate that over here, and we make this a warlock. And we hit enter, and then we duplicate that over and make it a hunter. This is just a basic character sheet. Just don't get hit. I mean, that's true. If what's it called? Warlocks wouldn't be so disrespected as a support hero if they just... we wouldn't need warlocks if we just never got hit, you know? So maybe warlocks, you gotta realize how important you are, because we're always gonna get hit. We also should design pictures. Like I said, like the version that we saw these guys do, with the pictures of the sheet, I think would be really funny. Try to think about how you would like your character to look. Remember, there should be like one main image, like it could just be a PNG of like a Titan, and then some weapon on them. Maybe each of the different classes will have a specific weapon that they're proficient with, right? So maybe like the Titan will have like a shotgun. Or maybe to like mix it up, well, the Titan can have an assault rifle because they're all melee based, right? And then the shotgun can go to the warlock or something, and then the sniper can be the hunter, right? Just having a variance of different build options. Keep that in mind. I think we should probably do that, and we'll probably have their picture here or something. And then think about the abilities. I vaulting warlocks, what? Titans with the banner of war don't need wells. I mean, look, we're not talking about Destiny. We're talking about D&D, Destiny and Destiny. Dungeons and Destiny, Destiny and Dragons. Which, you know, come to think, maybe I should add a dragon in this game. Maybe the Oversoul will just be a dragon, huh? I want to be able to be a space wizard again instead of just being stuck as a well guy when all Bungie does is make it well objectively worse. It's a hard place to be in. Either you have the best super in the game and you continue to complain about it, or you move on and do what you want. But you're right, Matt. You don't have to well. You should just use your Stormtrance build if you really want. Alright. Destiny 2 Titan. Meow. Pogo just comes up to me. I'm here! Alright, let's get some basic stuff in here. Let's make a folder on my desktop. Call this D&D. We'll just put this here so you guys can see it. And this can just be a placeholder, and then we'll have different versions for later. But this is just like a fine little placeholder, right? All right. Okay. So we put these in here. Each one of them, I really like the idea of putting the circular mask on them. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Oh, I could easily do this with a reverse mask, huh? So let's invert the mask. Move this out. It's somewhere around there. Okay. Okay. Right there. Boom. And then we take the selection. We add this one as a mask for this guy, and same thing for this guy. So now we have the 3 different items, each of them with their little pictures. And there we go. This is like one thing that I'm like, yeah, I'm good at Photoshop. Oh, look at that. Put that one there and that one there. And there you go. There's your basic little icons. Now, have we decided as a chat whether we want what character we want to have what gun? Are we using D&D spells or no? We're going to be using... What's up, Waffle? Welcome to the stream. We're doing a D&D Destiny campaign. We're doing a Destiny D&D campaign. Destiny and Destiny too, you know. We're not going to be using exactly D&D spells, no. But we're going to be using Destiny versions of the same spells, right? So there's a spell that does damage over range, that it makes an explosion. The Fireball spell, we can call that Blade Barrage, right? We can, the defense and shield, like we can have the Overshield from like Void Titan, you know? Like we just want the Destiny variety. We're not doing the actual literal thing. That's what I'm thinking, anyways. But you know about a lot about D&D then, huh? Gonna need hire professionals so I can start to understand how this would work. It's one of those things, like, as a game or dungeon master, like, you don't need to, or I will figure that out. You just kind of need to know that you do things and that you have a limited amount. Don't worry about it. Fucking don't worry about it. Destiny 2 gone. PNG. What are you up to, Waffling? Ooh, who wants a hand cannon? Oh, should the Titan have a minigun? Have the sweet business? That would be pretty sick if the Titan had a sweet business. I guess I should put this on the main screen, huh? Should the Titan have a sweet business? Keep in mind, I just want to pick their basic weapon. The weapon that they can use most of the time, right? And I'm thinking they should be a variety of weapons. Like, if you're using a shotgun at range, you're probably not going to do a lot of damage. If you're using a sniper up close, you probably will miss. And I have to keep that in mind, or an assault rifle would be pretty basic damage, but it can be used at a lot of ranges. So maybe having a shotgun, an auto rifle, and a sniper on the team would be like the 3 different kinds of weapons and the 3 different kind of character. Now, would the Titan be this? And would that be fair? I don't know. That's what we have to decide. For now, let's just put it in because it's funny. Oh, of course it's a WebP. I forget. Does Photoshop accept WebPs? No. Fuck you, WebPs. Fuck you indeed. Why you gotta have these damn WebPs that I can't drag into my computer and what did I do? I don't want to pin this. Unpin it. Unpin it. What? How do I unpin? Pin to start? No. Unpin. Alright, so, yeah, as far as assault rifles go, this is probably a good one. And is it a WebP? It's a PNG! Although, it's one of those weird PNGs that might have a white background on them. Oh, no, it's one of those PNGs. Okay, we gotta go find it then. Visit, please. One thing you can do is you kind of wiggle it around. You notice how it doesn't have it has the little boxes. So we gotta go visit the page because they're obviously gonna have their own little download section. You have to download it. Click alphabets in order to download the PNG. Like, for fuck's sake. RB%P. Ain't this some shit? Gotta do the special, what's it called? Fuck, what's it called? The things you have to, what we just did. I actually don't even remember. Give the shotguns a shifty 360 with heel clip. The shifty, you mean Abyss Defiant? Why am I not being given? I did your test. There we go. Great, cool. And then I get the PNG, which is ridiculous. Like are bots just downloading your PNG? Like why do I have to do that? It's kind of ridiculous, I'll be honest with you. Is there anything like this? Do you think this is the same thing? Oh no, this is the Destinopedia, never mind. I know I'm taking a little bit of time on this, but I promise it'll be great. Heritage? Heritage? PNG? WebP. Every time. Every time! That's a PNG, let's go. And then we'll take a sniper. This is definitely going to be the exact same PNG that we just got, so we'll go with this one. And that's literally from probably the same website. Alright, cool. So now we have the 3 different weapons. We bring this in. First one needs to go, because it's not something that's useful. So who wants the, who wants what? I think the Titan should have the assault rifle, I'll be honest with you. That's not what I wanted. I think the Titan should have the assault rifle. I know he's like a shotgun guy, but like I feel like he's gonna have melee perks anyways, so I think having him have the assault rifle would be better. We'll put it like that. The shotgun? Warlocks, do you want the shotgun or the sniper? If you're gonna be the wizard, you probably should have a shotgun. Because you already have a bunch of long-range spells anyways. So I think having a shotgun would fit perfectly for you warlocks out there. Look how big your shotgun is, man. You're looking good, buddy. I don't know why I said it. Don't worry about it. And then we'll give the sniper to the hunters. The sniper is just too big, man. Like, it literally goes outside of the vision. Put that there. We'll put that there. Put that there. Oh, no, wrong way. This one. Cool. So now we have the weapons assigned. Cool. Titan on rifle, Warlock, Sniper, Hunter, Shotgun. I still think, look, if Warlock is going to be the wizard class and Hunters are going to be the support class, the Hunter needs to have a weapon that they can use from range. The Warlock's already going to have a bunch of wizard casting spells at range. I think they pair better up with a shotgun. Just to kind of like handle things. And since the Titan's all about melee, having like an all-around is like, it fits, right? Something I do want to do as well is give them just a drop shadow. Just to kind of separate them. And do that. Just to kind of like separate the weapons a little bit off of them. Give me a different font. I don't want big noodle titling for all of this. You have Century Gothic? Yeah. Equipment. First of all, make it a little bit bigger. Is equipment spelled with an E here, or is it just like that? I honestly cannot remember. I'm an English speaker, as you can tell. Make it bold. All right, so the equipment for the Titan. We're going to have auto rifle. And that will be infinite. Is there a way to place an infinity symbol? I probably could just find one on the internet and paste it, huh? Key. Thank you. Oh, hold on. There. Thank you. There we go. It's looking a little bit small, I'll be honest with you. But hey, there's nothing wrong with small, just I can't really see it, you know? So it has infinite uses. That's what I'm trying to say. What are you guys thinking so far? Description of the live stream says you're doing Crota Zen, just so you know. I know, I haven't cared about that description in a long time. And we are doing Crota Zen, technically. We are going to be setting up the Crota Zen for D&D, so... Shotgun definitely makes more sense, yeah, on Titan? Nah, the Titan's gonna have all the melee stuff. So, I'm just trying to have variance, right? If the Titan was shotgun, melee, close range, all over the board, like, then he wouldn't have an option at long range. And so, I'm trying to balance those feelings. And I'm trying to have some variance. Something different. You know, it'd be kind of boring if you Titan is shotgun, yeah. And then, like, both Warlock and Hunters are gonna be, like snipers. Strand Titan, enough said. Okay. So now we have the basic, and I'll copy and paste this over for their things once we finish this section. What else should I have for the Titan? Because he's also going to have skills, right? So he's got equipment, and he's got skills. Now, what should be the skills? And I guess they could also have another equipment. Like, maybe the Titan is also a demolitionist or something. I don't know. Titan is the melee class. Right, so the skills... equipment. Fist. Fist. Shall we be ridiculous? Oops. Give him a shotgun so they can perfect melee. I don't know what's going on, but Hunter's better. Like, what are we talking about? Like, oh, I don't. Oh, sorry, I confused your picture with Andre. So, Golden, we're making a D&D campaign for Destiny, and so Hunter may not be better. It may just be Hunter. They're gonna be very different. I give him a throwing shield and no backup plans. I don't know if we should do that. Like, let's keep it simple, okay? Let's keep it simple. I want to remind you, like, what we're working on, like, what our reference material is. Like, this is the reference material of what the other guy did, okay? So, like, he's got spells and items. I just reversed them, equipment and skills, right? Different things that they can do. Divine Justice, teleporting, reviving, riposte, energy evisceration, I don't know what all the mage hand, whatever that fucking thing is. And then they have items, like the flame sword, like the things that are actually in their hands. Stuff like that, I think would be good. So for skills, let's just start throwing them down, huh? Throwing shield. And let's say you have one of these. I don't know. Should we have two? Let's say the throwing shield is a thing that bounces off of enemies. So if there's multiple enemies, you can throw a melee attack and bounce it multiple times. And you have to roll for each bounce. Up to 3 bounces. That might be fun. That's kind of melee based, but also like ranged option. Maybe another skill would be like Falcon Punch. I don't know. It's just like a super heavy punch or something. And, you know, let's say 2 out of 2. The Titans are all defensive, so like maybe Barricade would be a thing. And that's something he can use more often. Yeah? Stuff like that. Titans are Captain America? Absolutely. A flaming axe. Where the fuck would he keep a flaming axe? That would be funny though. Give him a throwing shield, no backup plans. That's funny. Alright, so this is the basic. What else should I have as equipment? Is this fine for equipment? What other equipment would the other guys have? Do you think the Hunter should have like a grenade as an equipment? Because they're the support class, so they're going to be doing all the bunch of support stuff. They should have some kind of offensive ability other than the sniper, right? Maybe like a repulse or something, or like a dodge. It has to be bad exotic so it can improve. Are you limiting the number of times the skill can be used? Yes. Again, that's what this thing. You see this 100 out of 100? That was a starting joke, and eventually he lowered it to like out of 2 or something. Like you can see here, 2, 1. So they have a limit to the number of things. Because here's the thing. I don't want you guys to just start using the best skill and fireball everything. I want you to get desperate and just be like, hey, I picked up a rock off the ground and I threw it at the dude. I want you to do silly shit. Give Titans Void Axe. Relax. Just relax. We could think about what a super would be for a Titan in a bit. Just give me a minute. Let me group these up actually, so that way I have some organization here. God is Titan. Warlock. What's the last one? Hunter? I always forget what they are. And we'll even color code it. How about that? I bet you didn't think I would color code it. Where's the color? Here we go. Hunters are blue. Warlocks are yellow. Titans are red. This all goes into the Titan. Right? And then I'm just going to kind of bring this over to the Warlock one. We can organize how it's lined up later, and then I bring this over to the Warlock one. Just while I'm here, like, let's line it up a little bit better. Seems a bit off, but it's not a big deal. All right, so for the warlock, he's got a shotgun. What other equipment should the warlocks have? Or I guess maybe we should think about the skills, huh? As an EQ or ultimate? Yeah, I think we might be able to do some kind of ultimate thing. And then figure that out in a bit. Like maybe a 1 out of 1 ultimate thing. And maybe like the skill use resets for a new area. Remember there's like four? Yeah, there's 4 encounters for Crota. We could simplify it to 3 if we're getting a little overloaded. But each one of those, you get a rally flag. Ooh, maybe heavy weapons should be... Yeah, maybe heavy weapons should be an equipment. So that each of the classes has something. Wow, but that just feels like skills, you know? Maybe the hunters just get Gallahorn. Just give them a barricade that makes them harder to hit. Yeah, exactly. They literally barricade right there. Barricade. Do you not see? Can you read? Give them more accurate pyrogales? No. Give them a helicopter rises. Okay, I can tell you're not paying attention. Little Van, what's up, dude? We're making a Destiny D&D campaign. What equipment does the warlock have? We'll come back to that. For the first item that the warlocks have. Honestly, for skills, I'm thinking about grenades, right? I'm thinking about controverse grenades. Remember, it doesn't have to be exactly Destiny. I could say maybe that one of the attacks is like a Dawn Blade, where he just like swings the Dawn Blade like a fireball kind of thing, right? Well, technically it's a Dame rank. Oh, go fuck yourself. Oh, by the way, I just noticed. Nobody was a little ADHD about this one. I didn't put a hyphen on that one. I thought you guys were cool. Ugh. What else would the warlock have? This is your time to shine, Matt. Tell me what the warlocks have. Mystic Grenade. That doesn't sound very Destiny to me. Dawnblade will be like a single target hit, right? So let's think about an AoE hit. Maybe like a Nova Bomb. Why don't we just call it a Nova Bomb? Right? I know it's not the super power. Maybe the Nova Bomb should be the super. But like for now, it's just a Nova Bomb grenade. Let's just call it a Nova Grenade. Nova Bomb. Nova Grenade. How about that? And then the thing that like... Because the hunter's going to be the support class. They're going to like give your teammates more damage. Maybe like a shield. Protect them, healing. Stuff like that. Oh, I forgot. They have to have HP as well. Oh, I forgot. They have to have health points. That's crazy. Yeah. Phoenix Dive? What is Phoenix Dive going to do? Warlock should get a healing rift. And schools pass for a few days. Oh, it's tough for you for a few days. All right, well, welcome back, little Van. Warlock should have a self-heal. See, that's the thing. Should Warlocks have a self-heal when Hunters are going to be the healing class? Again, the design philosophy is Titan is the front melee basic soldier, okay? Warlocks are the wizards. And Hunters are the support class. Maybe marksman. Like support marksman, okay? That's the design philosophy. So if we give healing to the Warlock, which is not terrible since Titans have literally a barricade. And I know what you're thinking. Why aren't the Warlocks a support class? Because Matt cried about it and I wanted to give it to him for once, you know? How about yeah, why not? Let's call it a... Let's call it a Phoenix Dive. Phoenix Dive. Heal. It heals himself, but nobody else. We'll start with that. What is the equipment that he should have? You wanted a grenade skill that wasn't specific? Why? Beat me a half a second. It's a daybreak projectile. Exactly. Yeah. Warlock should have a something damage boost. A self-damage boost. Really? As a wizard? Isn't that like a hunter support job? I would have thought that that would be like a hunter support job. By the way, we still need HP. I guess we can just put it like right here. I have no idea what the health points should be. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Let's call it like 15 out of 15. That seems off. Let's move this stuff around. What if instead, and I know this isn't really that big of an importance, but I still want to do it. And then we do something a little bit shifty and slightly scale this down. And then slightly scale it back up. Huh? Huh? And that way it lines up. And there you go. And then we copy and paste this over here. I know it's not like the best way to do it. We're probably like move it around later. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Bam, 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 bam. This needs to be blue, 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 and then this is yellow. And then I guess these guys should be like less health, right? Because they're not the frontline class. Be like this. Something like that. Okay. Take this stuff, copy it over. Okay. Give hunters bad equipment, then let them utilize more abilities with their dodge. Let them utilize more abilities with their dodge? Like a rage mechanic? Because I cried about it? Look, that's true, but you didn't have to call me out. Devour? Ooh, Devour could be a fun mechanic. Warlocks 10 HP, Hunters 8. You really want the Hunters to have 8 HP? Y'all are like, you realize the Titans have 15, right? That's the relative amount you guys want this to have? Well, let's come back to the health. Let's come back to it. Move away and give teammates healing over time. No, that's too complicated. I don't want to have to keep track of stuff. You have to make a move, and it makes a move. No way the frontline soldier has that little HP. It depends on who the enemy is and how much they have. Like, what if Crota only has, like, 40 HP? Whatever, man. Like, we can go to the numbers later. It's all relative. Give Hunters 5. Oh, that would be funny. I still don't know what equipment to give, like, these two individuals. All right, so for the hunter, I think dodging. No, I think healing should probably be the one that has the most, but this should be the dodge, right? And let's say we can use the dodge a lot. Like, that's their whole thing, is they like to dodge a lot, and they can be used at any time. The main skill should be a heal. And that should be like, maybe a 3 out of 3. And then like, oops, what did I do? And then from there, I think they should have an empowerment. Their equipment, they should have a grenade. Or something. Like maybe a repulsor brace or something where just like you can push enemies away. Maybe something that does damage. Because I think in a repulsor race would be good, just like repel enemies away from you, and then you can shoot people with a sniper. Because again, the hunters have a damage option in the form of snipers, right? Hunters use explosive knives. Yeah, that was it, right? We were gonna make the hunter into like a healer marksman. That's what we were doing. I like the pain. How are you gonna scale damage with numbers that small? Look, it's gonna be a D&D campaign. It's gonna, we're gonna roll a D20. I'm gonna see a 13, and I'm gonna go, I guess that you took 3 damage. It's all relative to like, I'm gonna cheat for you and against you the whole time. These numbers don't matter. Like, they really don't. They really don't. Oh, smoke grenade. That's a good one. I like smoke grenade. It won't be infinite. I think that you can do again, smoke grenade's kind of like a dodge. Maybe the smoke grenade should be on the warlock or the titan. What would be the difference between a smoke grenade and a dodge? Maybe the smoke grenade lasts a few turns. Like, you can be in the smoke and people can't hit you. And you can't hit them because you can't see through it, but you're able to heal up and affect your teammates. Maybe that's how a smoke works versus a dodge, which is just like a, yeah, you can't hit me. Now, what would the warlocks have? Hunters have a smoke bomb. That's funny. Let's call that actually smoke bomb. I like smoke bomb because that's how it is in the game. B'mob. Oh, fuck. What would be the equipment? Let me look at the video. What do they have? Steel sword, healing potion, magic staff, powerful staff? Wow. 100 foot of rope? Maybe that should be something we do. Maybe the warlocks just have a bunch of rope. Maybe the warlocks just have like a mana potion. Ooh, what if the warlock has an equipment just like a mana potion? And he can use it on other people or himself to restore 1 to like all of his skills. And they can find mana potions around the area. They call it an orb of light. How about that? How about a light potion? Power of light. What's it called? Moat of light? Light potion. Light potion. Give warlock splash potions. Yeah. Light splash potion. No, I wouldn't say it's a splash. He can use it on himself, or he can throw it to his teammates for them to use it. And if he's throwing it to his teammate, he can totally miss he can roll for it, and he could totally miss. I think it would be so much funnier. Hey Godzilla, what's up? Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey? Ah, that sounds familiar. Have you done this before? Titans get blind? Ooh, do you think they should get a blinding something? Flashbang. Smoke bomb blocks line of sight, allowing players to heal or run from combat. Exactly. And they can throw it towards their teammates or themselves to help them kind of retreat. It's literally another support option. But for a marksman, it lets them get really far behind enemy lines. I kind of want to also give hunters like a damage skill of some kind. Because let me look at it right here. The Titans have you can hit multiple targets with the throwing shield. It bounces. Falcon Punch is a single target high damage, and Barricade is a defense option. Otherwise, they're just the soldier shooting their auto rifles and hitting with the fist. Maybe the Titans should also have like an enrage, where they can like enrage and they get like little angry eyebrows above their head, and they can do more, you know? Like, what if the Titans had like an enrage mechanic where they just got like some really angry eyebrows? Where they just like one of these, right? It's really hard to draw, okay? Where they just got like some of those, and then they could attack twice, right? And if you want to double enrage, you get the eyebrows on the bottom, and you get like a Fu Manchu situation, yeah? Are we on board? I need to know if we're on board. Orb of power. 100,000 blinds from Titan. Give Titans a scatternade as EQ. What's an EQ? Equalizer? What is that? Titan has barricade already, yeah. I may or may not have been stressing on making D2 campaign for D&D. That's what we're doing. That's what we're here for. All right, so I think it would be great to give the Titans an enrage. Oh, sorry, I'm still on brush. I just put like a tiny little dollop of brush there. This. Oh. We'll call it a rage. It's exactly what it sounds like. You get to attack twice. How would rage work? I don't know. It should be like 2 out of 2, right? It depends how many enemies we have, so we'll just stick with 2 out of 2. How would that work precisely? Also, let me just extend this just a little bit. There we go. All good to go. How would rage work? How does rage work in D&D? Titan should just blind enemies with punch. Blind. All right, I'll do that. Blinding fist. Why not? Blinding fist. That's their equipment. They get 2 of these. Boom. You happy? Because to be fair, to be fair, they already have an infinite assault rifle. Ow. Blinding fist is a cool idea. It feels like Titans have some good options here. They have a stun, they have an AoE, kind of AoE, multiple target shield throw, they have a single target damage, they have an ability to attack more, they have defense. They seem decent. They can't heal, but they can defense. Warlocks. They have a shotgun. They're going to be great in close range, but they have the long range skills. Dawnblade is a single target hit. Nova Grenade will hit multiple enemies, depending on how I feel at the time. It depends on how many enemies. Phoenix Dive heal. You can heal yourself with it. Pretty straightforward. Light Potion. You can restore, like, let's say 1 to each of the skills of either yourself or a teammate. That could be pretty cool. It works well. What does the Warlock need? It has healing. It has damage, it has range and close range. Maybe it needs some defensiveness, because it is a Warlock. Maybe the Warlock should have a repulse, like to keep enemies away from them if they're in a bad situation. They do have the healing, but I think they need something defensive. The Hunter needs something offensive. Maybe like a marksman's shot or something that they can line up. If the enemies are lined up in their vision of sight, they can do a collateral. Maybe that could be a cool thing for them to do. Or like literally they turn their gun into a golden gun shot. Yeah, I'm okay with melee class having enrage, yeah. EQ is equipment, okay, cool. Give Titans a scatter grenade as equipment. Maybe not. Fist given for everyone, give the Titan a flashbang. Do you think that they should have a blinding fist or they should just have a singular flashbang? Because if you're going to have a flashbang, you get 1 of them. You get 1. If that's what you want, I can put it there. Everybody, technically, yes, they can punch, right? That's their default, but they also have the guns. We have infinite ammo primaries. I want the Titan to punch something. That's why I think it'd be good this way. Give Hunters Deadeye from our Red Dead Redemption. Like to hit multiple targets. That seems like a super. That seems like a super to me. If we're going to do that, it has to be a 1 out of 1. How do you spell Deadeye? Is it 2 words? That seems pretty good, you know? And we haven't even really talked about supers at all. So now the Warlocks, they need something defensive. They have the Phoenix Dive, but like that's not really defensive. That's more healing. Hunter should have a stealth or focus skill. A stealth skill, huh? Give warlocks a summon? A summon? That actually sounds cool. Like maybe a basic summon, like one that you don't control, like the Freezy turret. Maybe a Freezy turret, and if there's like a critical success on the turret's attack, he can freeze the target. Ooh. To like distract enemies, CC, so that they're looking at that instead of him. I think that's actually a good idea. I like that. The enrage ought to be that they drop us. Okay, hold on, you're going too fast. They drop below a certain HP and then they can enrage. You think the rage should only be at a certain HP? That could be nice. And then you could heal above it and then trigger it again. Or do you think it should be like an inherent skill that's infinite as long as you pass from like below 6 and then you go up and you below 6 again, you keep getting it? Warlock's Well of Radiance. All right, we're not doing supers right now. Let's stick with the basics. I think a summon would be great. I think a summon would be a great option here. And it might be overpowered, but well, we're gonna find out, right? What is that turret called? Because I'm about to call it Freezy turret, I'm gonna be honest. Let me call it Freezy turret. And we're gonna give this a 1 out of 1. Because it seems pretty great. I don't remember what the turret's called, I'll be honest. I didn't put the hyphen again. I don't even know if I really need the hyphen, but I started doing it, so I gotta be consistent. All right, let me first of all, let me save this before I go nuts. D&D. I should have probably done that a while ago. Come on. There we go. Yeah, okay, so it's these that need to go up. The wrong folders. Okay. I think this is a good start. Why don't we start with this and get started with the actual campaign board? You gotta go? All right, well, thanks for coming by, Van. You actually have been really helpful. Rage has to be a duration and not a limited to HP. I'm not I think I understand you, but like I'm not sure why. Hunter is a cowboy. Make me want cowboy skills. Literally, he has Deadeye right there. That's a cowboy skill. Deadeye. Why don't we, just to make things a little bit more interesting. Where's that folder? Please don't be a WebP. Let's go. I know that this looks bad. Just give me a second. I have an idea. I use this after all. Put this in the background, and then we blur the shit out of it. And then you realize that you wanted the actual you want all the font in white now. I want all the font in white now. Can I just make it all white? Like really quick? Ooh, I can. Okay, so let's highlight them all. And see what it would look like. I mean, that looks pretty good. I don't know about you. I don't think I needed the background to be changed. Like, wear the cowboy hat. Dude, I'll tell you what. In the campaign, How about we add like a little secret Easter egg to like, there's like a tree or something, and if they go and like shake the tree, a cowboy hat will fall off, and the hunter can use it to like do double damage or something. How you doing, Indigo? Welcome to the stream. We're doing a D&D campaign. Does this look better, or is it better before? Even if you heal above the threshold for the rage, you keep the benefits of the rage for a duration. Yeah, no, that's fine. Whatever that we decide on it, it's whatever. I'm not sure I'd like this. Maybe something more like that. And then again, yeah, that looks better. All right, that doesn't matter. Let's go on to the board, okay? Oh, I don't want to do that. This is the character sheet for now, okay? For your posterity, I'm going to take a picture of this so you guys can see it whenever you want. And again, we're going to change it many times, I'm sure. But for now, this is what I'm giving you, just so that you have a reference on the side of your screen whenever you want it, okay? Should I do a separate Photoshop file for the other thing? Maybe I should. Let's do that. Courtesan arrayed. Right, because I do not want to remove the .psd. All right, so what do we want? We do not want a background. We do not care about that. None of this. What does matter? I just want this. I just want the characters. That's all I want. Bring these to the bottom and delete everything else. I don't know how everything in here is red and... Anyways. It's whatever. I have a gift for you. You do? What is your gift? You sent me some stuff on direct messages? You want to send something to my physical address? What have you done? What have you done? Why am I scared? Okay, so now we have to decide how we want to organize. Let's just make these smaller. How do we want to organize the board? Do we want to have these dimensions? Let's just subgroup these as well. Oh, please. Hey, what is with this? Chars. Whatever, man. Can't spell chars. We need to create a board. Would you like to see? You want to send me a gift in real life? No, keep it a surprise. I'll keep it a surprise. I'll send you my address. Should I open up on stream? And my social security number is 5. There we go. Hopefully you have everything you need. How do we want to organize this board? Do we want it to be the same like 1920 by 1080, which it's not anymore, by the way. Slightly taller. The first encounter is going to be lanterns, right? So the lanterns are going to be basic. How many lanterns do we want? Probably not a lot. Like if we just had like the start here be 1 lantern, then this be another lantern, and then like the bridge right there. And then just have like little paths that go between them. Right? And we call this the bridge. And then there should be like, I don't know. Should be like a where's Brown? Brown over here. No, Brown. Should be like a big old cliff that you have to get across, right? You have to get the bridge down to get to the exit. Something like that. Or maybe we just expand it, huh? Why the background all of a sudden decided to get this color? I don't know. So let's just assume there's like a big old bridge and we have to get across it. But currently the bridge is not lined up with the plate. And we have to line it. It's kind of like we're looking at this like a top-down angle rather than a side angle. I think it should probably be a side angle, huh? So let's do it a different way. Let us crop out this way. No, just that way. It might be better at a side angle. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. So we're on this big old cliff, right? And there's like another set of cliff over here that we have to get to. And like down here is like a bunch of spikes, so you don't want to hit the spikes. And so like you got to get the bridge down, right? And so the bridge is like up here like this. And so you have to get it down using Hive technology and magic and stuff. And the bridge is like hanging by a chain to like a big old post. And you gotta get the bridge down. Yeah. Even though it's clearly not big enough. Do you like my bridge? I'm realizing this moment that I have no idea how Photoshop works. I mean, I don't use it, but still. Hunter Heal has no personality. Make it mending shot or a bullet. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Goofy bridge. I'm trying, dude. I don't know how to do this. Goofy bridge. Fine, he made fun of my bridge. Can't use it. You know what we should do is we should expand it this way, though. So that way I have like more real estate here for the bridge. Bam, 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 bam. That looks like it would fit, right? And let's say there's like a big old castle over here. With like castle windows and stuff. And there's like a little wiggly chain that like holds the bridge up over here. And you have to activate this platform in order to get the bridge to go down. Got it? I don't know why this Phil always does that and leaves this little line here. It's really annoying. There we go. That's the setup so far. My bridge is bigger than your bridge? Okay, buddy. Relax. I mean, as a point, that bridge do be goofy. Yeah, these spikes be goofy too. You haven't said shit about my spikes though, bro. I'm trying to lay a basic down for what we're doing. And then from there, we can talk about aesthetics. We'll call it. Just for like posterity, we're gonna add like a little lever right here. So that's a lever. You know what? I have a better way of doing this. So that's a lever. And basically the bridge is trying to activate this lever so that you can get across. And that's my thought. Damn, so impatient. Alright, so this is just like Crotazan Raid. You start at the start. Each one of these are a lantern. Again, we can fill in some pictures later. But the lantern, you got to make your way through a bunch of different challenges, right? Right. So there's going to be giant swinging pellet what are they called? Wrecking balls. Wrecking ball PNG. Oh, right. I had this here for this. Game it like a wrecking ball. Is this a PNG? It might be, but I don't care that much. Oh. That looks like a PNG to me. I don't know why it has such a small, like, chain. Let's say one of the obstacles over here is that there's a swinging wrecking ball. Yeah! Yeah. Can I, whole PNG? Is that something I can, make? That's not one. I want it the other way around. Yeah, that's right. And it's an actual PNG. Let's go. Along the route, there's a bunch of disasters that you may or may not fall into. And you have to be careful making your way downtown because there's going to be a bunch of holes. These holes are devious. Let me tell you. I would know. I've fallen in many of them. And there's more wrecking balls. Maybe these paths being like black is probably a bad idea. I was getting to the goofy spikes. So impatient. That lever is dude personality and probably carries out a decent amount of loot. What are you talking about? You think the lever is going to be the enemy that gives you loot? That's what you're saying. You're the goofy at this point. Absolutely ridiculous. This is getting sillier by the minute. Just give me some time. I'm trying to make an experience, not a masterpiece, okay? Furthermore, I need some enemies. We need to get some enemies in the fray. I think I actually already have a bunch of enemy cutouts. I do. Let's go. We'll take this one, and we'll take this. I don't know why there would be this guy. Obviously, it's just these guys. I don't know why there would be a captain down here, but, you know, could be fun. Alright, it seems I only have one. I have a thrall. And these are going to be like some of the enemies along the way. So there's going to be a thrall here. And there's going to be a thrall here. And then if we can get a knight, that'd be great. No, we're done with this. Gee. Oh, that's actually like an actual PNG. Let's go. And then like the bridge will be like the knight defending the bridge. Okay, so you got 3 enemies along the way, and you got a bunch of holes that you can accidentally fall into. I think it'd be pretty cool. Bomb emoji. Captain got a captain. I don't know why there would be a captain in Crota's End, but maybe he fell down the hole, the hellmouth, you know. Maybe he fell down the hellmouth. You don't know. I'm really enjoying this paint job with all these enemies, though. Okay, so this is what we got so far. All the guardians will start at the start. Where's my characters? All of the guardians will start at the start. As I said. They're going to have to progress their way through the area. There's going to be a lot of holes and wrecking balls, and as they progress, I will choose whether or not to roll a d20 to see if they are going to have to die or lose some health because they fell in the hole. It is me. I am the gift. Wow. Are you being serious? Because you are definitely a gift, but that is a gift that needs some planning. No tree, lame. Oh, because you want the tree for the western hat? That's gonna be in the next part. Starting at the start, imagine. Lamau. Do you wanna fight? This is called narrative-driven climaxes, okay? We have to start at the start. Everybody knows this. Add a tree or else I'll make fun of your curved bridge. There's nothing wrong with a bridge with a bit of a curve in it. Everybody's got curves in their bridges, okay? Everybody got some curves. People out here complaining about curves. Other people loving curves. Ridiculous. All this work didn't make fun of my stupid shit. Alright, I admit. It's hot trash. What if we remove the paths so that I can fill this in a little bit better? What color should the paths be? Also, let's remove these. I don't like these either. We can just put lamps, right? And if you stay at the lamp too long, it's gone. Let's make a different image for the paths, just so I can have them on different layers. And then from this one, I would like to continue this this path here, like that, and then fill it in. What the fuck did I just fill in? What the fuck? Why is this filling in so weird? Okay. What color are paths? Maybe like a darker brown? Yellow? Follow the yellow brick road? Alright, fuck, shit. I guess we're doing a yellow path. Where's the bridge thing? So the bridge is obviously going to be here. The start is obviously going to be here. I need lamp PNG, please. Yeah, these are the lamps that we need. Definitely, this is the lamp. Can we get this one? Ah, it's a fucking web pea. I hate web peas. How about this one? That's not a real one. Ah, that's an advertisement. That's a PNG right there. I just noticed that there's like there's a watermark right there. I'm like, these motherfuckers. Can you believe this shit? You got a lamp. And then you got a second lamp over here. And then the bridge can be its like own little lever thing. Cool? Cool. What is this one? It's a lamp, right? Keeping this organized is a bit something. Hey, what color should the background be? Like, if we're gonna color the background, should we make it like blue, like we're outside or something? That would be funny. Why does that keep happening? Because I erased some stuff here? It's a bit sus. Alright, what if we take this and just make it a little bit lighter? Boom. Boom! Hey, I think it's starting to shape up, brothers. I think it's starting to shape up. I realize Crota's End is not outside. I realize. Stay with me here. Nobody wants a bridge that bends down? Yeah, but like some of them love a bridge that bends up. And maybe this is just one of those bridges that fuck ground. Ever thought about that? The tree will be in the next part. Or the third part. I'm dying, lol. Love lamp. Can I seduce the lamp? You can definitely try. You can definitely try. I wouldn't be against you trying to seduce the lamp. Oops. Sorry, sometimes you bend the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? And this is the door. That's the exit. Okay? Bam, 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 bam. We'll just put this here. T. There it is. Exit. Boom. So we know where the start and the exit is. We know where the bridge is. Thank God. Which one is this? It's gonna be, okay. I fucking hate that button. The button at the bottom right of the screen where everything, like you click one button and everything goes away at the same time. I don't like that button because essentially if I go off screen by accident, it's gonna click that button. Just trying to remove some of that text because it was bothering me. You're breaking my immersion, damn Crota. Really be labeling exits? Look, I'm trying. This is the path. We should add some grass because obviously. Obviously. Like at the top of the ridge, we just have some grass. And the path just goes across some of the grass. Right? And let's also say that there's some like grass that goes along the road over here. And there's like different ledges and stuff, and there's like there's a hole, so like the grass stops. And then the grass like meets up with the other side. I don't know, maybe well, actually I liked it. Yay, nay, grass? Yes. There's no grass on the other side of the bridge. No. Don't be ridiculous. Absolutely don't be ridiculous. Your bridge's entire purpose is to soften its chain so a group of people can walk on it? I don't know if you would call that softening a chain. I feel like it would be intention. Right. Bottom of the Hellmouth's on the moon, but we have blue sky and grass. Okay. What do you want? How am I supposed to design literally pitch black darkness? Huh? I get it. No, I get it. This is like, let me show you exactly what you're asking for, because I'm here to help you with that. Okay, so this is how you wanted it to look. Yeah? This is what you wanted it to look like? Here, let me help you. Because I have another idea. That's a lamp. There's a lamp. There's a lamp. All right, cool. So we have it all set up now because it's fucking dark. Easy, straight black screen and make it up as we go. Too bad, it's my campaign. And we're gonna have blue sky and green grass. And a yellow brick road, I might add. Your yellow brick road. Absolutely ridiculous. You try and they just make fun of you. They just make fun of you. Pineapple, How much does Crota pay for landscaping? Hey, that's a good point. Select, what is it called? There's something. Maybe it's under V. One of the auto select. There we go. So now I can auto select so I can get this thing to just kind of like be a bit more at the right height. And he can be like right here, and he can be right here. Because we're here to be realistic, obviously. These guys have to have HP. That's the next step. How much HP does a Thrall have and a Knight have? That's what I want to know. Yellow Brick Road was a joke, but okay, this is too easy. Crota has Thralls. He doesn't pay for landscaping. He paves the land with the death and skulls and bones of his enemies. And also moon rocks. Lots of moon rocks. Alright, in hindsight, it probably should have just been gray for like the moon rock. And the background could have been like dark. We can still do that. You want to do that? We could just do that. It'll be a lot of gray. Let's do the gray. Let's save it and let's do the gray. You guys wanted the gray. Let's do like a dark gray for the background. Like almost as dark as the bridge. Let's make it a little darker. Like really make it look dark. Ooh, yeah. And then from here, we can do a bit of a lighter hue for like the main part of the rock. It's gonna be a whole lot of fucking gray. Just gonna put that out there. A whole lot of fucking gray. Because you guys wanted it. You're so fucking artistic. That's what it would look like. Is this what you want? This. A little bit of a glowing green because they're hive and they have hive magic. Ooh. Ooh. That's what you want? Absolutely ridiculous. This is what you wanted. I just want to put that out there. GM Chance will have 75k. Yeah, the Titan has 15 health and you want the Champs to have 75,000? Crows will be, Thralls will be like, trust me, bro. These are so worth the money. Perfection. Alright, fine. We're going with the grays. And just in case you change your mind, I do have the beautiful landscapes, just in case you change your mind. Just gonna put that out there. For when you change your mind, not if. Okay? Should we, question chat, should we have a mechanic with the lamps? Because I assume what we're gonna do is that each person has to make their way through the obstacles to then get to the bridge. And depending on how poorly they roll, because we'll roll a d20 for a lot of these actions, they may fall in a hole and take some damage. The enemies will have a certain amount of health, and these will be pretty standard. Let's say the Thralls have 5 health, and the Knights have like 10 health or something, right? Just whatever basic stuff you want. They're gonna have to fight them normally. Should we have a mechanic with the lamps? Like, should there be a lamp off? And like, when they get there, the lamp turns on. And then if they stay too long to defeat the enemy, it explodes. And then they have to like get away from the lamps or something. I think that would be a good mechanic. It would make sense that Crota wouldn't want much landscaping to be around his bridge. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, of course, that makes sense. Hey, it makes sense. It makes sense. So I think it would be cool to have these lamps have an off state. Right? How do we do that? Maybe brightness, color adjustment? No. Which one would I want? Maybe hue saturation, see how it looks? This is this one, right? Yeah. Like maybe, yeah, just desaturate it. Yeah. And if we want to turn the lamp on, we just do this. And it's on. Huh? Huh? Boom. Light on, light off. Off. On. So they arrive at the lamp and it's off. Because that's how it works. Can we just duplicate that for this one? And then when they get to the lamps, I'll just be like, lights on. And then as they go along, I can be like, all right, the light exploded, boom. I can create like a little explosion sound effect, or a visual effect. Well done, chat. Well done. By chat, I mean me. Well done, me. The enemies. We need to add some stuff from the enemies. Hi, Verenda. Where's the knight? The knight is this one. There's another hole? Alright, the hole should be on the whole side. Bam, 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 bam. And then we gotta make this a little bigger so it's easier to see. Boom. And we put like one over here. Put it like slightly behind him. Oh, look at the arts. Look at the art. Oh, look at the art. This guy has his own little health bar and he's got like 10 health or something. Oops. Look at the art. Putting it slightly behind him. Being like, look at our PNGs. Wow. This guy in front? No, it's still behind. Cool. Honestly, I don't think we need the bridge. The bridge, I think that's just like a... We don't need that. Text. Here we go. How's that? And as we go along, I can literally just do this and be like, oh, you grazed him. 3 out of 5 health. Cool. And let's say, I guess it takes 2 turns to activate the bridge. So maybe we do actually need a bridge timer. Why does it start so small? Ladies. Yeah, maybe this is how we do it. Okay? I think this is looking good. Do we start with enough money to hire an electrician? For the lamps? Yes. No, I take it back. No. No, you don't. Figure it out. Oryx's rocks turned a different color. Should we call the doctor about his spikes? If Oryx's rocks turned a different color, should we call his doctor about his spikes? Do you think we should turn the spikes into a different color? Because we can do that. It's up to you. We can give them like a hue. We can put like a little greenish hue behind the spikes. Is that what you want? Either way, this is looking good so far. So we have the first path. Been going for an hour and a half, huh? We have the first path. So everybody starts at the beginning. Each one of them gets their turn in order. Titans obviously go first because that's how it works. And they make their way to the lamps. If they try to make their way to the lamps, depending on how many obstacles, like here, for example, there's 2, they have to roll a d20. If they roll well enough, they can just avoid the obstacles and trigger the lamp. Where the fuck the lamp is? The lamp. They just trigger the lamp. Boom. Lamp's on. Each of their individual people have to get there. If they stumble into holes for too long, their teammates may have to move forward. If they're in the darkness without the lamp's benefit, so they lag behind, they're going to find it harder to get to the next lamps. So their rolls need to be higher, for example. I'm going to have to internalize that. And if they stay at the lamps for too long until I get fed up with them, the lamps explode. Boom. And then they turn off. I need, real quick, I need an explosion. PNG, please? Yeah, something like this. And it's an actual PNG. Let's go. Let me put this into like its own little private folder over here. And we'll call this like effects. And whenever we need it, we'll just like, we'll turn it on and it'll just be like, boom. Like anytime there's an explosion, it'll just be like, boom, it explodes. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Thanks, Chad. His spikes don't match. That's okay. Sometimes the left spike will hang lower than the right spike. It's not a big deal. And sometimes the spikes don't hang at all. You know, they chill out. And you know, 1 in 5 spikes, 1 in 5 spikes, you know, have that problem. That's okay. The exit doesn't meet the accessibility requirements. How are we going to get a wheelchair inside? You know, that's a good point. But to get the wheelchair inside, you have to ramp off the side of this lever whenever it's pushed to the right, and you have to nail it through the top. And if you get a nat 20, you can make it. So really what I'm trying to say is if you're disabled, you really have to be good enough. By the way, this lever, I should put it in its own layer. So that like, I can just do this. And there's a lever underneath. There we go. And then there's this thing. Boom. Like it was never changed in the first place. That's the road. Okay, cool. Calling HR on Crota. That's fair. Go ahead and do it. See what happens. Make the bridge a separate asset so you can move it. Yeah, that's what I was going to do next. Exactly. Exactly. See? You're getting it. You're getting it. No, not that thing. Where's the wand tool, the selection? I mean, that's pretty good. And then we just feather it just a little bit. Select. Expand the border? I don't know if that's enough, but we're gonna roll with it. Why? Oh, that's why. That's weird. So without this here, I'm going to have to destroy the bridge. Destroy it. Destroy the bridge. Also, this thing should not be there. What happened here? Oh, did I steal that whole thing? I did. That should stay. That part should definitely stay. This is what happens when you work with, oops. Am I using paint? Yeah, I am. Fix the ground a little bit there. And then out of this feature, yikes. Yikes. Stay with me. Okay, hold on. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I have a plan. Ish. Stay with me. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna create a separate layer that has the bridge. The bridge that's this color. Now the bridge is all, by the way, not flaccid and dangly. It's all very straight and direct, okay? Just like how everybody wanted. Don't ask why the chain would be all of a sudden, don't ask why the chain would be all of a sudden thinner. Don't worry about it. All you need to know is that the bridge falls down, boom. Crossable. Cool? That's all we really need to know. Where is the pineapple? Why would there be a pineapple? I sent you some actual reporting on what's going on at Bungo and DENs. Yeah, I hear Bungo's exploding, huh? Bloomberg, huh? Sony Bungie game unit cut 8% of its staff after Destiny play wilted. All right, well, I will read that in a bit. We're busy with important stuff, as you can tell. Do you think I should put spikes on the ceiling, like stalactites? Do you think I should put stalactites on the ceiling? Make spike pineapples? Should I put pineapples on the ceiling and desaturate them to make them gray? I can do that. Can I ask why pineapples? Kind of seems like a miss thing to say. Do you want pineapples in the pit, or do you want pineapples on the ceiling? I guess that's the question. Because we can put pineapples in the pit, but if you think about it, these spikes could be used by the people going through the campaign, right? They can literally be like, I shoot my gun at a stalactite above the knight and it falls. You could do that. I shoot at the pineapple. Do you want the pineapples to be in the spikes, or do you want the spikes? One of these can be pineapples and one of these can be spikes. That's all I'm saying. But you have to decide. And yes, they will be very desaturated and very gray. Make the spikes pineapples? Okay. Both? Hey, you can't have both. Crazy new stream idea. Then I see pineapple. I just joined, by the way. What's up, Muted? We are, Muted, creating a Destiny-themed D&D campaign in the frame of Crota Zen Raid. And this is obviously the first encounter of said raid. You know what? I have a better idea. Instead of having the pineapples like everywhere, have them like little pineapples like in the middle of stuff. So let's go back to this layer. Right? Something like that. And then G, get this color. Fill this in. This is the stalactites on the ceiling. Right? And then we can just like mix in a little bit of pineapple, like just in the middle of it, you know? Just like add a little oh, I wanted it, I legit actually wanted it to be behind. So just like having a little pineapples. By the way. Can we get this onto there? Just like little Easter egg pineapples. And you can just see one that like fell and is just like here impaled on the spikes. Hey, that's pretty good, right? Put Gallahorn in the pit? Nah. This is the first encounter, guys. It's not supposed to be a really like fleshed out encounter, you know? Like it's supposed to be a little bit, you know, je ne sais quoi. Let's move this spike here, or this pit there. Actually, I like that there, because you can maybe like think you can also hit it from that direction. What are we thinking so far? I'll accomplish pineapple corruption sooner than you think. Use the wrong then. It's perfect. I like the idea that there's a pineapple just here that just got impaled on the spikes. I like that. Maybe it should be like the one over here, because there's already a pineapple above that one. No. It gives me the incentive for people to go into the pit if they think that they can get galley. I don't want people to go into the pit. No. Here's the thing. If you want to be a crazed madman and jump into the pit, or try to jump the pit, you can only do it with like a nat 20. You can. That's the thing. The players are half the content. They make up the rules, and the GM just fits it together. Like, that's the whole thing. Is that you have to, like, I'm gonna cheat on your behalf all the time to, like, make it so you don't die right away, and vice versa. So if you want to jump into the pit to go get that pineapple, and then you roll really well for the pineapple eating, then all of a sudden you get, like, a super ability or something, and the bridge, like, opens. Like, that could be something we could do, but, like, relax. The incentive is pineapple. Exactly. You don't need galley. You have a pineapple to go get. Lol. Duh. Anyways, I think this is good for the first stage. Yay, nay, chat, yes, no? By the way, muted, if you don't know, we have our character sheets all already figured out. Bang, bang. What if the background was instead black, and then we just made this a little less? Yeah, that'll help it so we can see some of these characters a little bit better. So this is the character sheet, muted, with all the abilities and skills that each of the characters have. We've already done this. And this is the first level of the raid. And as you can see, we have a bunch of stuff. Hey, Zumbo, what's up? Dude, Zumbo, you're gonna fucking love this. What we are doing today is a Destiny-themed D&D campaign. I know you fucking love it, because you love Baldur's Gate and all that, and I'm sure that you'd have plenty of suggestions. Right now, we are creating the Crota's End raid with the D&D style to it. The character sheets look like this. So they have health, they have equipment, they have weapons that act in a certain way, you know, shotgun versus sniper. They've got skills and the limit to how many times they can use it. Stuff like that, right? You know how I do. This is like the standard D&D character sheet Destiny style. Cool, you got it. This first mission, this is the raid. I don't know if you play Destiny, but this is the first encounter. All right? Ooh, tell me more. All three of these characters, which obviously these are the three characters that you saw before, have to make their way up this cliffside, avoiding the pits and chasms and wrecking balls that swing back and forth and kill you, something that actually happens in the raid. And they have to get to these lamps, right? These lamps, when they get to them, they turn on. You see how I made it turn on, by the way? Did you notice that I made it turn on? I have a feature for that. There's also enemies along the way. You have a Thrall with 5 HP, another one here with 5, and then a Knight with 10. You have to get through these different areas, activating the lamps. The lamps will allow you to more easily traverse to the next lamp. If you don't get the lamp, you have to walk through the darkness, and you have a higher chance of getting hit by shit. And this is all handled by my own GM control and rolling a D20, right? Eventually you get to the top and you need to activate the bridge. The bridge activation, you have to stand on the bridge for a certain amount of time and then the bridge will come down, right? Hold on a second. The bridge will come down, which looks like this. And then you get to the exit. And you can choose however you want to kill the enemies with your skills. Maybe you want to push one of them into the pit. Maybe like you want to shoot a pineapple and hit him on the head with it. Like, you have plenty of opportunities. What the hell is a boomussy? Like, what are we talking about? You get to eat pineapple before you get impaled? You get the final encounter instantly? I didn't think about that. That's crazy shit. Dychronic, can I roll for Riz on the boomer? Yes, you can roll for Riz. Only a nat 20 will be accepted. Oh my goodness. See, that's the kind of experience that I want to have. Roll initiative, exactly. The boomers. I don't like shooting games. I thought you were making your own mini game. I'm making my own map. I don't know what they call it. And this is the first mission so far. Or the first encounter, right? The next encounter is going to be Bridge, which is going to be fun because how am I going to get the whole sword thing going on? I guess this sword guy will spawn in and you have to kill him. And then he drops the sword and you have to like go pick up the sword and then you have to go up the bridge. I don't know if I'm going to do the chalice. The chalice seems like something that would be hard to do. It feels like it's something that would be hard to do. So I might, for the next, and I'm just thinking ahead here. The next encounter, there might be that like there's like one plate for Bridge and one plate for the Annihilator Totem, right? And I guess you can technically revive your teammates with the revive. But you have to go up to them and revive them, right? So if you're holding a plate, then you can't go across. It might get a little dicey, you know? Do you have movement speed? No. I'm not getting that complicated with it. I'm literally just, like, I'm doing this. Like, this is what they have so far. It's very basic. Very basic. Hopefully you took a picture. What was I gonna say? I have an explosion effect as well. The lamps will explode and stuff. Okay, so I was thinking about the next encounter. Let's say there's one plate, one bridge plate, and one totem, like Annihilator Totem on each side, right? It's gonna be hard because there's an odd number of people, but we'll figure it out, right? There's no chalice. Let's just say there's some enemies that are there. A sword bearer spawns every once in a while, and you have to kill the sword bearer together, and then send the person across with the sword, just like you would the other way. And then you have to go and stand on the bridge. Maybe we forget the Annihilator Totem thing. Maybe we just say there's one bridge plate on each side, and you have to stay on that bridge plate. Otherwise, it's going to go down for a while. Then you have to, like, refill it. So you want to keep somebody on that plate. And then the other two people can handle some sword stuff. Until, like, there's only one person left behind, just getting new swords every once in a while, just like you would in the actual encounter. And when you get to the other side, let's say that there's two plates over there. There's one bridge plate, and there's one open the fucking door plate. I don't know. Maybe the Annihilator Totem, there's only one on the other side. And once you get two people over, that Annihilator Totem wakes up, and you have to have a person on each plate, and then the third person can come across because they don't have to be on the bridge. And just like the regular thing, one person on the Annihilator Totem to keep everybody from dying, and then one person that's on the bridge plate to... I guess that the bridge plate wouldn't be any purpose at that point, huh? Maybe we forget the Annihilator Totem situation. Again, you know, actually, it might work out. Because if we have an Annihilator Totem and a bridge plate on each side, we have two people on the plates, you send one over. Then you have... No, it's not going to work. Because if you... Yeah, because if you start building the bridge from the top, just like in Destiny 2, then you're going to activate the Annihilator Totems on the top. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. Maybe I'll just have like a surprise mechanic that there's like an Annihilator Totem on top that I don't tell them about. And they have to figure out that like, that it turned on. That could be fun. Pineapple helmet. For +2 Riz? Oh, hell yeah. Make Crota have a pineapple for a weapon instead of his sword. Could do, could do. How action economy functions? Gotta be balanced encounters. I'm into sword stuff. Okay, okay, relax, lady. I thought you were gay, okay? Make one play. How do I make this interesting? Because I want the situation where they have to step off of a plate to go help their teammates. And that forces them to, like, lose some time or get shot at. Something like that. But maybe it's too complicated for like a D&D board, you know? It might be too complicated. I think most of these D&Ds are like, there's one enemy in the room. What do you do? He's on a cliff. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and X that out so I can rename this. E1 is for encounter 1. Duplicate this. Do E2. Open that. Also open E1 just for posterity. Alright, so this is number 2. I definitely could keep some of these assets for sure. But I don't need a lot of them. I could keep a lever. Yeah. I don't need lamps. We'll just turn off the pineapples for now because they're kind of annoying. Fuck the pineapples. These are good. Exit, start. I could keep those. Beep, 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 beep. And then there's the guys. Okay, so for this one, why'd I get a feeling that that was going to be a bad idea? For this one, why don't we do like a tall map? Auto select, please don't do that. Here we go, put the exit over there. We do a tall map because it's the bridge thing. Well, maybe the bridge should just... I kind of feel like this is the exact same encounter. It's just make a bridge. But like, I kind of feel like a top-down view would be better. Maybe not. Maybe it'd be better sideways. What do you guys think? Should I do a top-down? Or should I do a sideways, just like the same thing before? It probably is better if I just do it sideways. What's the idea? Well, we're doing it right now, Meatball. How you doing? We're doing a D&D campaign. How does the action economy work? As I said, the character sheet, you have a limited number of uses of skills. And then you have like an infinite weapon. Sniper, shotgun, auto rifle. And you can take one action per turn. Unless I think it's funny, then I'll do more than that. I don't know why that part's brown. Let's just make the background like a little dark. Like that. Zambul wants a top down, so does Indigo. Okay. So the idea right now, Meatball, is that this is a Destiny themed D&D campaign. That's what we're doing. Just turn these off for now, and then we have the enemies. Oh, did I put in the characters? I did put in the characters. That's not right. There we go. Just put this in here with these guys. I'll probably end up using them at some point. That's cool. Yeah, I thought it was a fun idea. All right, so the characters will start over here. Maybe I'll make them a little bit bigger. Please go away, lever. I'll be honest with you, I've all of a sudden just gotten really tired. Kind of reminds me of Pathfinder. I've never played it, but I'm assured that it's good. To be clear, I've also like never played a D&D campaign in my life. So this ought to be fun. This ought to be difficult to figure out. But I'm so glad to have you nerds in chat with me. What color was the background? Color was this background, okay. And what color was the rock? Let's do the outline first. So clearly this is going to be a bridge, right? There's two different sides to it. There's a bridge in the middle. And I need a lot of space here because I need to do stuff on the side, right? So this is the death pit with all the pineapples, right? The bridge is the part in the middle. The bridge doesn't appear until you do the thing. Kind of also feel like this needs to be a little bit longer for my like own sanity. Layer from background, please. Just so I have like a little bit more room to work with here. I've never played D&D RL because I have no one to play it with. Well, you knew what Pathfinder was, so it sounds like you're cheating. Red Annihilator pineapples instead of totems. That's one way to think about it. I have a funny idea. I hope that you also think it's funny. If only I could find one that's an actual PNG. I did it. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna have plates on this side. So this is the plate that activates the bridge. There should be another plate on the other side, obviously, where they connect. There'll be a secondary plate on the side, just to really like mess with people. I think it's funny that there's an actual plate. Mint tea is good for stomachache. Where it hurts, I'm not hurting. I'm just tired. Yes! You like the plates? These are the plates. We can color them a little bit differently. Like these two could be group plates. These two are the outer plates, right? We could color them. We could make them just like a little bit of a red plate. That could be fun. So how would this encounter work? How would this encounter work? I think that's the important question. They enter the obviously on the start. They enter the area in the start. Hold on a second. I have little things that bother me I need to take care of. The exit and start need to be moved over. They enter on the start, and there's a couple plates in front of them. There's a bridge, and we'll design the bridge in a bit, that needs to be activated by stepping on this plate. So you'd have one of the characters move over and stay on the plate. Meanwhile, when that plate activates, this plate will turn red. We can individually activate the plate like an Annihilator totem. Pineapple tree with hat? Okay, fine. We'll put a fucking pineapple tree. Would you want to have a pineapple for a top-down view? Because I feel like a tree would be more tree-like if it was, like, you know, in a side-by-side view. Because we're doing a top-down view here. But I know you want the hat for the pineapple. I get it. I get it. Put a kitty, like an old vintage plates, like a kitty on the plate. I feel like that would be a little distracting. Stay on topic, Zimbul. Stay on topic, okay? So let's assume the enemies or our teammates, our guardians, go and stand on one of the plates. Then there'll be a timer if you don't stand on this Annihilator totem within the turn. Since the dude stepped on the plate, then it would wipe them. Or let's just say it does. I don't know if we should have a wipe mechanic or not. I think that's fine, honestly. Put Galley on the plate. Stop it. Just chill. Right now, we're just trying to get the mechanics. So let's say one of the dudes steps on the plate, right? The Titan's like, oh, I'll step on the plate. Then within the turn, until the next time the Titan has a turn, another character has to step on this plate. Right? And this is like a just stand on the plate. It doesn't really consume an action, but you cannot move, right? When you do that, let's say an enemy thrall spawns. And then you have to kill it. And then like after a full turn, then a sword bearer will spawn. And you have to kill the sword bearer. He will drop a sword. Or a pineapple. Whatever the fuck you want. Pineapple sword. And then you have to have one of the characters grab the pineapple and run across the bridge. Once you've stood on the bridge for like, let's say 2 turns consecutively, and you made sure you don't wipe because of the Annihilator plate, that sword guy can then walk across the bridge. Let's just ignore the whole chalice situation, because I think it might make it really difficult. When the sword guy gets across the bridge, he has to kill one of the blue sword bearers on the other side. He can be already sitting there, right? Ready and waiting. And then, of course, a new one will spawn every time they bring the sword across. When they're fighting this dude, they have to use the sword attacks on him, obviously. They can't use their... they can use defensive stuff like dodge and barricade, but they can't use like their weapons to damage him because he's immune. Just like they would in Destiny. Put Necro on the plate. Guys, focus on the encounter. Then what would happen? The guy would then there'd be one guy on this side. Let's act it out, shall we? Stay on topic. What did I do? Did I put this? Oh, did I put it in the? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's say the first character steps on the plate, steps on this plate, right? The next character then jumps on this plate. The last character will then take the sword and then move across the bridge, and he kills the guy on the other side. When he's done with that, let's say he can stand on this plate. Because there's 3 people, it's not going to work because there needs to be an even amount of per side. What if we say when somebody's on the bridge plate, only one of these 2 totems need to be stood on? How about that for a mechanic? So then at that point, then since he's on that plate, then the hunter can get off and kill the sword bearer and bring that across. And then he can stand on this plate, and then the warlock can then kill his sword bearer, make his way across, and get to this other side. Once they're over here, then the Titan can obviously jump off of this plate. And then they don't have to worry about building the bridge anymore. That's the little do-si-do that we do. Now, I think the interesting thing will be to send enemies to each of the sides to have people deal with them in a different organization, right? There's only one guy left on this other side, right? There's only one warlock. What if, like, a sword bearer is hard to deal with by yourself? Meanwhile, these guys are just shooting at a thrall. Or maybe the first guy across has to deal with a gatekeeper and some thralls by himself. Maybe that's the whole difficulty of this encounter, is you have to somehow deal with yourself by yourself. Especially if, like, for example, that might also make it a good idea to send the support guy second, because then the support guy is never alone. And let's say only the support guy, since he has a sniper, can shoot across the gap and help his teammate. The shotgun and the auto rifle don't have enough range for it. You know, maybe that's the cool mechanic. And then once they get, which one's the warlock? Is it this one? Once they get everybody across, then again, they can just step off the plates and then they don't have to worry about it. And then we can have like an ogre spawn, kind of like a little bit of a mini boss fight. And maybe interestingly enough, what if the ogre actually spawns before the warlock gets across? So the first two have to start dealing with the ogre, and the ogre is just coming to go and like smack you, and you have to stay on the plates. And one of the ogre's attack is to hit you off of the plate, which will then mean you have to get on the plate again. Maybe that's the mechanic that we got going on, huh? And once we get all three people over and you kill that ogre, then you win and you move on to the next stage. That's the idea that I have for this encounter. Put the corpses of the guy you killed on the empty plate. That's one way to do it. Make sword bearer a pineapple. Absolutely. The sword bearer is going to be holding a pineapple sword. We've already decided. This is the pineapple raid. Crota's pineapple. That's what we're doing. Pineapple's end. Ooh. How long does a turn last? I don't know. Just a standard, like, tell me what you want to do for your turn, and then if you fuck up, you're done. Put yourself in a plate to hide from pineapples? You want a safe zone for people to hide? No, the plate should be a danger zone. Put a corpse, you guys. Or lure an ogre to stand on the plate? You think that's something that, like, would work? Ooh, maybe we should have cover. Maybe we should set up, like, cover in this area here. Ooh, that could be a nice idea. So, we could just have cover. So, like, on the plate. Like, you can have cover like this and this. And, like, around the area, you can take cover from enemies. And if you're standing on a plate and an enemy has a line of sight, they can shoot you and easily blast you. So, like, it's a vulnerable position, and you can get away from the plate to get behind cover. Or if you want to lead the guy to step on the plate. I don't really like the idea of, like, trying to lead an ogre to step on a plate for you. I think that's annoying. Ogre I-beams or pineapples, you need to relax. Just bring it back. There can only be one pineapple. You have to decide on what the pineapple is on this stage. Last time it was the stalactites, okay? You're gonna have to decide what the pineapple is. Do you want the pineapple to be the sword? Or do you want the pineapple to be what the ogre shoot out of his eyeballs? Because you're gonna have to decide. You can't have both. You gotta make a decision. Also, it would be really annoying to, like, have to create a pineapple laser. So, make a decision. I cast darkness. That's not gonna work. While casting darkness, it gets so dark you can't see your hands and therefore cannot finish the incantation. Maybe the ogre needs to be on the plate to deal damage to it. I don't know, man. I feel like trying to lure a dude to a plate, like, it's weird. Like, what would the guy do on his turn? Like, would the ogre literally just, if you're behind, like, cover here, the ogre would just walk up to you and then be on the plate, and that ends his turn? Seems like a little bit lame. And then you throw down a smoke bomb, and he's like, well, I don't see anything. Where did they go? for the first D&D thing, let's keep it simple. I don't think I want to do the they have to stand on a plate. I think that might make it a little bit annoying. I kind of like how it works for the things that I said. I like the idea. Put a food on a plate and dude, it will go to expect. What? And dude will come to inspect. You. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying put a pineapple on the plate and the ogre will come and eat it. And then he'll be on the plate. Where's the Zur? He's around. You know. What's up, name I can't read? Absh? Sick name, dude. So to remind you guys of how I think that this should work. Let's bring all of our characters back. So all of the dudes will start on this side. Pineapple lures. Okay, also you have to consider we have a third encounter. By the way, we're going to skip here. We're going to have a third encounter, which is Crota. We have to decide how Crota is going to work. And maybe Crota works in that way where you have to lure him to a plate and then it removes his immunity shield. And to get him to a plate, you have to kill a sword bearer to then bring it to the plate for him to come and stand on. Maybe that's how we deal with Crota. Let's maybe keep it simple for this part to just show like you can bring pineapples up here to get across stuff. Maybe we save that for Crota. But I think that's not a bad idea. Right, so the way it works is I drink water so I can keep speaking. Whew. Where's my cowboy hat? Oh yeah, I forgot about the cowboy hat. Okay. We're gonna get to it one thing at a time. Each character has 3 actions? No, what are you talking about, Zumbo? I told you. Each character has 1 action a turn. They can move and do an action. So they have a movement and an action. Unless their movement is an action. Like jump up a cliff or something, right? Otherwise, each of the spells and skills they have are limited to the number of times you can use it. So you can only do a throwing shield twice before you have to get more throwing shields, either by going to a new encounter. This is just like a basic. I don't know if this is too much or too little. This is just what I set up so far, okay? If you want the thing, here's a picture of the character sheet. Do you like a D1 destroy a shield with a galley pineapple? We have to do something with objectives. It cannot just be deal damage with a thing. Now, it could be that like we kill the sword bearer and then we stuff this, we bring the pineapple that the sword bearer dropped to like a certain location where we can load up like a pineapple launching Galahorn. And then we fire that at Crota to then do damage. Or we could do the thing where we put the pineapple on a plate and then he gets lured to it. Keeping in mind that he's going to get lured to it as soon as you pick up the pineapple. So there's a lot. He hit the corner button? What corner button? What are we talking about? Are you talking about the one that makes the screen everything go down? Nah, I didn't hit that. All right, so the idea again is you start on this side of the field. Where's my plates? You start on this side of the field, right? You see 2 plates on your side, 2 plates on their side. If the people who I'm going to have play obviously know Crota's End, they're going to know, okay, I understand what's going on, right? They send one person to stand on this plate. Please don't auto-select. They send one person to stand on this plate. Then that activates the plates, right? And all of a sudden, both of these turn red. So that means the next person then has to go stand on that plate. And the thing that's important to know is that I'm going to have the requirement only one of these 2 plates has to be on. So when the second person stands on that plate, I do this, and I turn off both red plates. So that will tell the people who are playing that's how it works. You only need one of them. Then, as soon as the first plate is on, there's going to be some enemies. Let's say there's a thrall. I need a thrall. Where did I put my thralls? Maybe these guys should all just get a little bit bigger. Because they seem a bit small, you know what I'm saying? It's a bit small. Alright, so the knight can go over here. It's whatever. Alright, so the first thing starts. That's the other one. The first thing starts with one thrall on this side. Let's say it's like that. The first thing you'll do is step on the plates. When you step on the plates, I'll activate. Where the hell did the plates go? I'll activate the red plates, and you think, oh shit, we gotta handle that. Okay, so the second person stands on the red plate. First person goes here. Second person goes, oh shit, it's red. So the warlock goes to step on this plate. And then when they do, I turn the plate color off, telling the people that's how it works. You only need one plate on each. There's a thrall you have to kill. Once you kill the thrall, and the Titan can just like hang out wherever, right? Doesn't need a plate. Once you kill the thrall, let's say a sword bearer shows up. Now we need to make a sword bearer. Now we can just use this guy. We could just use this guy. Have this guy show up and be the guy. What is this? Oh, right. I don't think I'm going to need these. Although it could be fun. No, I don't think I'll need these for right now. So let's say again, this is the sword bearer. He's a pineapple bearer. Unless I can get one easily from the internet. Destiny 2 sword bearer PNG. I could keep in mind I don't actually need a PNG. I could just like have it like with this silly background on it. Like just have this be the guy and then just put a pineapple in his hand and not even cut it out. Like we could do that. But I feel like it wouldn't be in the spirit of everybody else, you know? Alternatively, I could just put a pineapple in his hand. Where's the knight? Here's the knight. Just have like a big old pineapple launcher in his hand. Which way is front? Is this the right way, chat? Or do you want it to be the other way around? Like he holds on to the stem and fires? Or do you want him to be like this? Yeah or nay? So again, they kill the first thrall, and then this dude spawns. And when you kill him, he drops a pineapple. As one does. So you kill the knight, and then the pineapple's dropped. You then have to get this Titan dude to pick up the pineapple. This is gonna be complicated. Which one is the Titan? Is it this one? Just gotta like label them at this point. Titan, Warlock. So the Titan plus the pineapple Where's the pineapple? This one. Pineapple. You give him the pineapple. Then you take the Titan and the pineapple, and you go to the bridge plate. Once the bridge is created, then the Titan goes across the bridge with the pineapple. Warden happens once everyone is across. Wharton happens? What? What? So he gets to the other side, okay? Then what happens? I'm glad you asked. Believe it or not, sorry, hold on. I'm really messing this up right now. Believe it or not, there's another knight on the other side. Well, actually, we can actually... Oh, yes, let's color code him to make him red and blue. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Sorry, I'm getting really flustered on, like, where this stuff is. Where is this pineapple? Night. We hue saturation. Put it on the actual knight. Colorize him, and he can be red. Maybe not colorize. Let's hue him first. See if we can get like a red. Where do you think the red looks? Like this is red. That looks like a sword-bearer hive right there, if I ever done seen one, that's for sure. He's a red boy. He's a red boy. Mr. Grinch. And then on the other side, I duplicate him. So, Sword Knight Knight. And this one is going to be a blue knight. We'll just call this one Red Knight, I think, for posterity. Red Knight. This blue one needs to come up here, because he's going to spawn over here. I don't know how much health they should have. I don't know, 10 seems pretty good. To me. And then this is the blue knight, so he has to be... blue? I feel like colorize is probably a better option here. Yeah, colorize is probably a better option. Alright, so just for posterity, to kind of get this going. Gotta remember the Titan. We killed this knight. The red one. We killed the red knight, and when we got across, there was a blue knight. And then, of course, with the pineapple and the Titan then needs to deal with this blue knight. Once he kills this blue knight, then the pineapple goes away. Okay? Pineapple goes away, and the blue knight's dead. He then can stand on this plate, which then allows for the hunter to step off the plate. And then when when obviously the blue guy over here dies, the red knight respawns on this side with another pineapple, and we repeat this process, keeping in mind that only these two guys can actually affect this guy on this side. And maybe while this guy spawns, there's a hive that's not, what were they called? A thrall. A thrall spawns on this side. Where is this thrall? I don't... Oh, it's... yeah, Okay. So there's the initial thrall that spawns there. Thrall number 2. Yeah, so then thrall number 2 spawns on this side while the sword bearer is down there. Both sides have to deal with their shit, right? Keeping in mind that the hunter is a marksman. He has the ability to shoot across this long gap. Doesn't look long, but it's just a representation. Shotguns and assault rifles don't have enough range to make it across. Maybe the assault rifle can do some chip damage, but perhaps it's not worth trying, because it's gonna have a very low chance. You can roll it. Yeah, honestly, you can roll for it. If you get a perfect 20, you know, like, I might even say that the shotgun would distract the enemy. But the sniper is much better at handling this long range, right? That's like the whole thing. Each side has to deal with a thing. Again, once the hunter kills this red knight, then the hunter gets a pineapple, and then the hunter can then take that pineapple and go across. Across the bridge, which again, this warlock's on this plate, and this titan's on this plate, so they're all good. They go over to this side. Again, the hunter should have a pineapple. Imagine the hunter has a pineapple. Let's say they kill that thrall, and a new blue knight spawns that the hunter then has to kill. The hunter does his thing with the sword, kills the blue knight. Then he gets on this plate, as is normal, and that allows the warlock to get off of his plate. They can kill the blue knight, obviously, and a new red knight, and a new thrall spawn on this side. Whenever the red knight spawns, the thrall spawns on top. Okay? Maybe the second round, I shouldn't have a thrall spawn. Maybe I should have something bigger. But for now, let's just say it's a thrall. So now the warlock is allowed to get off the plate, because obviously they're handling both plates up here and shooting at these thralls. The warlock then has to deal with this knight by himself. Keep in mind, again, the hunter can use a sniper from across the way and help him kill this knight if he wants to. But he also has to handle this thrall. So they have a choice between handling this thrall and handling this knight. Since he's a longer range individual, it's probably better for him to handle the knight across the way, and the titan focuses on the thrall. Once they kill this knight here, he drops a pineapple, as one does. The red knight dies. And the warlock can then make his move, grab the pineapple, imagine it's there, and move across the bridge. Once all 3 people are across the bridge, then the fun starts. We now need an ogre. The ogre will not have a pineapple. But the ogre will have a lot more health. Let's say they have 20 out of 20. I now have to go find an ogre. Destiny 2 ogre PNG. But what did you mean, Indigo? You said Wharton happens once everyone is across? Did you mean what? Or did you mean Wharton? Because that would be funny. And I would make fun of you for it. I'm just trying to be honest, you know. I don't think I'd use this guy. No? Okay. I tried. I tried. Can't download these things without... Alright, what if I open this image in a new tab? It's a JPEG, huh? Can't do it. You know, I could probably cut this out. It's probably pretty easy to cut out, since it's so well manicured, I'll call it. Where are the plates, by the way? These should not be so high up on the list. These plates should be like down here with everything else. Alright, so then we just take our handy dandy wand tool, switch to the correct version of the handy dandy wand tool. Magic wand, please. On the ogre. Select. A little too much. 100? What are you, crazy? A 100? Maybe not that crazy, huh? Oh, it's a 5? No, 50. I wanted 50. That seems pretty good. Add in that little pelvis section. Everything else, that little thing in the middle of the fingers. Everything else seems to be selected properly, and then we mask it up. Boom. And we just clean up the edges. I do this for a living, can you tell? I do this for a living. Big ogre boy. And again, we'll probably have to clean up a few more edges. Sometimes the edges get weird when you resize. Big ogre. Spawn. I feel like we need more space on the top side. Then exit can be moved up to here. Background, here we go. No, G, this color, there, boom. And again, you have to clean up some edges. It's something you kind of have to do with PNGs. You always have to clean up some edges when you resize. You shouldn't have to do it this often, though. I mean, it's a little ridiculous. It also depends on the zoom level. All right, so we've got our ogre. Is there a cutscene before the next encounter? What the fuck do you mean there's a cutscene before the next encounter? You want me to design a cutscene? Is there a cutscene? I haven't even made the bridge yet, and you're looking for a cutscene? An ogre with 3 items, a cowboy hat, warlock item, and a titan item. You really want this fucking hat? It might be funny, though. I admit, it might be funny. For now, this is the ogre boy. Okay, so once we get all 3 people across and you've killed the thrall, an ogre spawns. We could also say, like, let's say a thrall also spawns. That could be nice. Convert to smart object, reciting smooth. Yeah, I mean, I could do that, but smart object also, like, interferes with, like, the mask. And I don't really like that. Because, yeah, smart object removes the masking. I could take the mask to something else, but, like, don't worry about it. This is the size that he wants to be. This is his size. Don't make fun of him for his size. Fucking WebP. I hate WebPs. I hate them so much. Is that an avif? Hey, have you guys ever heard of the file called .avif? It's the go fuck yourself. It's even worse than a WebP file. That's a PNG. I must admit, the hat's a great touch. The hat is a great touch. An ogre with a hat is hilarious! Oh my god. I think it's a great idea. We probably should place it a little bit better. Is this the hat? It is, okay. So like the hat could be like a bit more here. And then we'll do even like a little bit of like an assistance here because you shouldn't be able to see the bottom of the hat here. So we're just gonna take a mask. I don't know if that helps or not, but I feel like it makes it better. I'm looking at this hat, which is probably not the right angle, by the way, I know. But that versus this, you know? It really doesn't matter. Let's be honest, it really doesn't matter. Let's just get rid of it and keep it simple, stupid. Now, does it need to be like a little bit more angled? Because I feel like he would be like one of those desperados and be like, "You gonna make a move, punk?" Like angled down and everything. I think it seems like his style. Let's put the HP on the other side. Give it sunglasses for Warlock. We don't have to give every character a bonus for like that you get from the ogre. Like it doesn't have to be that way. What other items to add? Just focus on the actual combat. Focus on the actual combat. That's what I want you to do. Is 20 enough? I have no idea. It could be that it's too much. It could be it's too little. Considering the knights were all like 10 health and up. Seems like a lot. Yeah, and then you kill the ogre and then you can exit. I think that's what we're gonna do. There's gonna be a door on this side. And it's gonna go behind everything. Wherever the plates are. There you go. We don't need the lever after all. That's good. Alright, cool. I think that that's a good encounter. We might want to like gussy up the map a little bit because it does seem like it's a little bit basic. You know what we should do? We should put a pineapple in the pit. Like really like low opacity pineapple in the pit. I know you guys would like it. Silly ideas. Pineapples. And just like really low opacity. It's like if you see them, great. If you don't, you don't. Something like that. Like you really like can barely see them. 3%? 3% maybe? Is this good enough? Like you can tell there's something there. Maybe 3% is too much. Glasses are combat. Okay, buddy. Have fun, everyone. Bye. Thanks for coming, Zombull. Have a good one. Do whatever you want. You are the DM, Dungeon Master. I know. Put a fishing rod by the pit? Why would there be a fishing rod by the pit? Bruh. Bruh. Alright, so that's background stuff. I can always come back and change it. Hey, if somebody wants to, like, go get the pineapples inside the pit, like, go for it, you know? What else? We need the bridge. The bridge will be simple. The bridge will just appear with blinding green light. And the bridge will be like a bit green. You know, that might be nice. Oh, that one of those pineapples is just like under the bridge. Oh, actually that's fine because the bridge comes up and down. So there's the bridge. Bridge isn't always there. When you activate enough stuff, that the bridge appears. Sick bridge, I know it's a bit curved. Everybody loves a nice curved bridge. Make the bridge 5 sections. Why would the bridge have 5 seconds? Because the Destiny 2 one had it. That doesn't. It does. It's not a big deal, you know. I'm just trying to make a bridge. I just want the mechanics. I guess the question I have is, should I make the pit longer? Like, should I extend this much farther and just make the pit look really long to add a scale to it? If I do that, then it'll be kind of hard to keep like both sides in view, so probably not. Starting from the middle of a something will appear. Again, the damn heart on the YouTube player, I can't see your message. Because, like, part of it's covered by a heart. Honestly, I don't think that we should make it complicated. I think that, if they step off the bridge plate because an enemy hits them out of the way, and that's something that the enemies can do, the bridge just turns off, and you have to go stand on it again for a full turn or something. I don't want to make it super complicated. Heart sucks. I know. There it is. Starting from the middle, a piece will disappear. That's the hardest. I wish I could just, like, drop it down. Get rid of it. Spam for heart? Spam? I don't know what you mean by spam. But yeah, I think I like how this is shaping up. I think that we have the elements that I look for and I want. I like that I can turn the plates on and off. All right, so to remind you, this is how it would play. You get to start the map. This is the map, right? There's a door and exit on the other side. The door is currently locked. Maybe I should have like a little lock symbol on it. Actually, that's a good idea. Come on. Come on. Here we go. That's a webpee. Gotta love those damn webpees. Honestly, I'll take it. Put this down near the door. Is that the door? Yes, it is. Okay. So they get to this area. This is what they see. You can disable the heart, really? You can disable the heart? How? How? How do I disable the heart? Like this thing, it gets in the way. How do I disable that? I don't see any way to disable the heart. Like, how does one disable the heart? It's just there. I don't see how you disable the heart. all I'm saying. I can't disable the heart. Exactly. Anyway, so they get to this area. All three of them are at the bottom. They can see that there's plates. There's no bridge. And they have to figure out how to get across. Again, it's a bit weird that this chasm is so small. I might make it a little bit bigger. But it's to be assumed that you can't make it. And if they try to jump it, I'll be like, you're not making it. You fell into the pit. If you get a nat 20, I'll let you get across the pit and lose half your health. But like everybody else has to get a nat 20 too, so you gotta work together. So if they want to jump it, they can. Nuh-uh. But the way that I expect it to happen is that these three people at the start, obviously there's gonna be Destiny people, they're gonna know what these things are. They're gonna start getting on the plate. So the first person gets on the plate and goes, all right, cool, I'm on a plate. Dabba dee dabba die. And then all of a sudden, the plates activate. All of a sudden, there's 2 red plates, and you think to yourself, oh shit, I gotta do something about that. And so if they don't, they wipe. If they do, they get on the plate, and then they can turn the plates off. And that shows them clearly both plates are turning off red, which implies to them they only need to stand on one of the Annihilator totems. So that's the important part that makes a difference there. From there, there should also be a Thrall already on the side. So they can choose to shoot the Thrall or step on the plate first. It's up to them. They do whatever they want. The Thrall's already there when they get in the room. Maybe the Thrall spawns in when the plate activates. That'd be good, yeah. So the Thrall spawns in when this plate activates, and they can choose what to do. Most likely, they'll kill the Thrall, and then within a turn, the bridge will activate. What's it called? Where's the bridge? The bridge will activate, and at the same time, the Red Knight will spawn. Cool. The Red Knight clearly has a pineapple on him. Miss, your pineapple has infected this shit, okay? I don't know if you've noticed, there's pineapples. When this guy spawns, everybody needs to work together to get through it. If, for some reason, they decide, I'm going to walk across the bridge, they immediately just get pushed back. They take some damage and they get pushed back. Likewise, they'll probably try to kill the dude with the pineapple. Let me just grab a pineapple real quick and put this here. And just call this enemies. Enemies of the light. Put this down here just because I don't really need it. Just have an extra pineapple floating around. Nope, that's the cowboy hat. I duplicated the cowboy hat, thinking it was a pineapple. Alright, so there's an extra pineapple, just so that I can use it for reasons. I'll put this up here with the effects. Just whenever I need it. Because it's going to be near the characters anyway. Go in the folder. So, at this point, there's a sword bearer guy, right? Here, the pineapple bearer. This red pineapple bearer you have to kill. All 3 dudes are there. You should have no tough time getting him. The sniper might be a little too close range for this, but you guys can take him down. Whenever you kill the Red Knight, a pineapple will drop. A pineapple will drop. So then the Titan's obviously going to pick up the pineapple. And he's going to carry it with him. With this pineapple in hand, he is now able to cross the bridge. He gets to the other side. As soon as he does get to the other side, Thrall number 1 respawns, and the Blue Knight shows up. Okay? They have to take care of the Thrall and the Blue Knight. Oh, the only thing that can damage the Blue Knight is obviously the guy with the pineapple. The Titan then has to take out the pineapple guy himself. He can choose to kind of run around the arena and lure him around. It doesn't really matter as long as he kills the dude. Whenever he kills him, the pineapple will then go back in the box. And then he kills the Blue Knight. The bottom guys will probably have already killed the ogre, the Thrall, actually nobody. Yeah. So let's say they both kill their guys. Then the Titan on the top decides, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and stand on the plate because that's my new job. He stands on the plate. At that point, a Red Knight spawns on the bottom and a Thrall spawns on the top. Okay, the Titan has to handle this this Thrall here. Meanwhile, these bottom guys have to handle the Knight. Obviously, they're gonna kill both of them because that's how it works. And they kill both of them, and then the new pineapple shows up at the bottom, which the hunter then goes and picks up, right? Because that's what the hunter is gonna do. Let's say the warlock picks it up. Stop spamming the fancy emotes. The warlock picks it up instead, just for posterity. The warlock then takes his pineapple, goes across the bridge. A blue boy will spawn just like in Crota's End Raid, and he has to kill the blue boy. Meanwhile, a Thrall also spawns on the bottom. You have to work together in doing what you need to do. So sometimes, if, for example, they plan this right, it probably would have been best to send the Warlock first. Because if the Warlock was here, then the Warlock, while on the plate, cannot damage this dude because he doesn't have the pineapple, and he could heal his guy from across the way. Alternatively, you could send the Hunter first, and the Hunter can then shoot across the gap with a sniper. You gotta plan this out, right? Figure out what makes sense for this kind of encounter setup. Either way, the Warlock will eventually kill the, what's it called? The Warlock will eventually kill the Blue Knight, and then the guy on the bottom will eventually kill the Thrall number 1. After which point, a Red Knight will spawn. Keeping in mind that, oh, right, hold on. At some point, this hunter should have gone to the plate. Oh, wait, so that was the mistake I had. Yeah, so the knight was, the Titan was on this plate, the Warlock should have stayed on this plate, and then the hunter should have gone across. So, I forgot, but like, essentially you have to have a guy on one of the plates. So let's just assume the hunter was on this plate the whole time. At some point, right? The Warlock then gets on his plate. If he forgets, then they'll turn back on. It'll be obvious, you know. If it's not your turn, you're kind of screwed. You can jump off the bridge plate to go jump on the Annihilator plate. A bunch of stuff. At this point, again, there's going to be a Thrall up here. And he's got to kill the Thrall number 2. That these guys handle, and then there's a Red Knight down here. If they had longer range weapons, they could help the guy over here. Warlock and Titan have some ranged abilities they can throw across the gap, etc., etc. The same thing applies. They kill the Thrall, they kill the Red Knight. The Hunter grabs the pineapple. The Hunter then goes across the bridge with the pineapple. He gets to the other side. As soon as all 3 people are on this side, then the big boy spawns. Dave the Ogre. Or Cletus. What do you guys want to name the Ogre? The Ogre spawns. The big boss of this area. How many spells have you saved? How many equipment have you saved? Are you screwed by this point because you don't have any? That's the big test, because this big boy has a lot, and I mean a lot of health. You kill him, you win the encounter, and you move on. And then the lock disappears off of the exit. Boom. And then you exit. That's the plan! For now, I'm just going to move everybody back down for their starting position. The bridge needs to be off. The cover is wherever. Oh, yes, I needed to actually... Just trying to like gussy up the little stuff around here, you know? Maybe make it a little bit asymmetrical. Put like a rock over here. You know, make it a little bit more interesting. Obviously, it won't really affect things. If you want to pick up a rock or hide behind it, you have the ability to do so. But that is, I think, a good encounter number 2. Unfortunately, we've hit the 3-hour mark, and I'm tired. We were not able to finish the campaign setup, but the final encounter is going to be Crota. I'm skipping your Yut because, honestly, it's too long. This looks good. To remind you of everybody of what we've done today, we set up the character sheets, which look like this. The Titan, Warlock, and Hunter have their own different abilities, some defensive, some support, some damage. The Titan is very much the front line, more health, melee guy, defensive guy, that really makes sense. And he has a Blinding Fist, he has a Falcon Punch, whatever, right? The Warlock is the wizard. He's the guy who sends the Dawnblade, the Nova Grenade, the Freezy Turret, Wizard Summoner kind of thing. And he also has a dive, Phoenix Dive heal. As well as a Light Potion, which gives him 1 back to all of his skills. And he has a shotgun, whereas the Titan has an auto rifle, which can do pretty much any range decently well. The shotgun is going to be more damage, but it's also going to be very close range. The Hunter is going to be the sniper support, the marksman support. Where he has a sniper rifle, and he has a lot of abilities to help people, like the healing, which I think the guy said was a really good idea. Heal shot. Like he shoots a shot like Ana from Overwatch. Empowering. Stim shot. Maybe we call this stim shot, which is like an empowerment. He shoots like an adrenaline at a dude. Deadeye is kind of like a bit of a super style thing, where he can set up a shot on 3 different shots on enemies, for example, and then try to roll for each one of them and how much damage he deals on each of these enemies. And then dodge is obviously just a dodge. Smoke bomb is something he can throw to his enemies or his teammates or hit himself or maybe even his enemies to disorient and make them so they can't shoot out of it. The first encounter is just like the first encounter of the Crota Zen raid, which is going to be the running through the darkness thing. I think it's called Thrallway. Everybody starts at the front location. They need to make their way down the yellow brick road to the different lamps. The lamps actually light up, if you don't know. The lamps actually light up. Where's my lamp? The lights light up. So boom, you can turn on the lamp. If you stay too long in the lamp, it'll explode and do damage to you. And there's a lamp light on this one too. There's enemies along the way that you'll see. The Thrall, the second Thrall, this Knight. You kill all of them, you get on this last plate over here. You can shoot the pineapples in the ceiling if you want to try to like land on the Knight. You know, you have options. And eventually the bridge goes down, which I have an animation for the bridge down, yeah. So boom, bridge is down, and you can make it across. Then you move into the second encounter, as I described before. It's all about the plates and the sword bearers, and you just gotta balance the plates with the sword bearers and whatever you can do. We already experienced this. And the final encounter, which we have not designed at all yet, is going to be Crota. Now, Crota will probably be more of like a square-like room. It's probably going to be a top-down view as well. Crota is immune. The way that you make him not immune is you put a pineapple on a plate. If he's standing on a plate, you can damage him. He will come to the pineapples whenever he sees them, and he's lured by the pineapples because he fucking loves pineapples, right? It gives him power. But if he's on the plate, it disempowers him. If a guardian's on a plate, it will just damage him, right? So you have to like, maybe not that part, but like you have to lure Crota to the plates with pineapples. And you get pineapples from the sword bearers that continue to spawn every time you use a pineapple. And he'll stay on the plate for a whole turn. If you deal enough damage, then you're good to go. If you don't, then you need to get a new pineapple. Meanwhile, enemies are spawning a bunch of different ways. There's like maybe a safe zone where you can retreat away from Crota to try to regroup and hide. You know, that would be probably pretty good. And you just do that cycle, luring him to different plates. Maybe a certain plate has to be activated, and then maybe you can deactivate a plate whenever you use it with the pineapple. Maybe it's like a dirty plate and you can't use it anymore. Ooh, maybe that's it. You have a certain limit to the amount of DPS phases you can do, right? And like there's only like 3 plates around the area, and once you dirty a plate with the pineapple, he breaks it. And you can't use that plate anymore. And you have 3 plates to kill Crota. And then, I don't know. maybe after like the second plate that breaks, it spawns an ogre. Or maybe every time he breaks a plate, it spawns an ogre. So you only have to kill up to 2 ogres. And ogres obviously have the Western cowboy hats. Or maybe these ogres in this area will just have sunglasses. And again, the hunter can go pick up the cowboy hat. If they do so, they actually unlock another Deadeye, let's call it. But they have to know, right? Pineapple logic is better than sword logic? Dude, pineapple logic is a great way to describe this. He powers up from pineapples. And yeah, I think that would make a whole raid or a whole dungeon. I think that we've got a good direction on this. I have only one more slide or area to work on. But I think that that's a good wrap. I have to balance it on like how good certain parts are, but like I think that's pretty good. What if the pineapple is a weapon and you can spray it into the eyes and make him scream? Hey Zeno, what's up, dude? We've been going over the pineapple situation for the better part of 3 hours now. I think the pineapple as a pineapple sword that literally the sword that you need enlighten for in the regular game, and then using the pineapple to lure Crota in because he follows pineapple logic and he must consume the pineapples for power, and that's why you see pineapples all over the place, like in the pit. If you don't know, there's actually pineapples in the pit. There's pineapple stalactites. You start to realize it's actually not sword logic, it's pineapple logic. And that's how he gets empowered. And if you feed him 3 pineapples, he summons the Oversoul and he wipes you. Okay? But you have to lure him to the plates with the pineapples to damage him on the plate. Because if he's on the plate and enjoying a pineapple, then you can damage him. That's the whole thing. That's the lore. That's how we destroy him with his own power. That actually sounds pretty cool. And that's the idea. But the stream is over because it's been over 3 hours. So we're gonna have this all nice and saved. I've got all the files and then the pictures and whatnot. We'll come back to this another stream. I don't know if it's next stream or maybe the one after that. Probably play Payday next. And then we'll get back to this. And then we'll have some people play it. I will be the Dungeon Master, and we'll have 3 people play the Guardians. Again, it could be like Fork, Skiz, and maybe Muted. Muted would definitely fuck shit up. I think it would be so funny to have Muted fuck the team over. I like this idea. Oh, I'm glad you like it. It's a D&D Destiny campaign. What's up, Miss? What do you need? My voice is killing me right now. I'm coming from a sickness and a cough, so I do want to go. I kind of like the pink. I'll be honest with you. It goes hard. Instead of limiting the plates, make it so he deals more damage and more damage with pineapples. You can't go because he ate too many ones and one shots you? Okay. How about we combine those ideas? Once he eats all 3 pineapples, he summons his Oversoul, which will then kill you in a turn. Kill everybody in a turn, in a wipe. Okay? If you kill him before then, you win. If not, the over pineapple, the pineapple soul, The over pineapple. It kills you. So again, it's a balance between that. But I like the idea of whenever you give him a pineapple, he actually does more damage, because he'll be trying to attack everybody the whole time that they're doing all the plates and killing the sword bearers, right? Or the pineapple bearers. So he does a certain amount of damage, and whenever he gets more pineapples, he does more damage until that third pineapple where he can summon the over pineapple. I think that this is a good idea. Making him a little bit stronger will make the earlier rounds perhaps a little easier, and then like the later rounds a little tighter. And if you get lucky, you don't even have to get into that third plate. Now the problem being is that I don't know whether or not it's balanced, but then again, like I said, I'm the dungeon master. I can decide whether or not 40 health is going to be a lot or not. I get to decide. I get to cheat for the players and against the players. So it doesn't really matter what the health is, right? Anyways, that's going to be the end of the live stream. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. Where is it? I will be streaming tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Probably going to be doing some Payday 3 because I like Payday 3 and it's a fun game. I hope you come by because it's a lot of fun and we have fun. And maybe I'll tell you one of the stories of the newest animes that I've been watching, because I was going to do that this stream, but like, as you can tell, this is taking up a lot of my time. Either way, that's going to be the live stream. My name is Dychronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And yes, miss, this part will be at the end of the live stream because I'm not going to end it too soon.